titillate the juices. You know what? Woo! Right now. Woo! Woo!
Dr. Hughes invites followers. Oh, let's see if they increase now. Me too. Yeah, wow. Dr. Hughes.
Monkey is mock.
He's a great podcaster.
Tricky is mock.
Acknowledge me.
We're coming for you, nigga. Fat! Yeah, Dr. Hughes, here we go. Keep plugging yourself, that's cool.
First up, a man whose looks will serve your inner needs and desires.
Dr. Hughes.
Hello, everybody. We're back again Tuesday night. Myself, Dr. Huge of the Dr. Huge Show, and Jess at Jess saying.
I'm Jess saying.
Just saying. Is that what you were trying to do there? I finally got it. Finally, took me 2 years or whatever. Get it now. Yep, living life in the slow lane over here, folks. So, how about the Dr. Huge Show? Push us all over the interwebs. Linktree right there. YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. All these social medias. Follow them. Follow Jess's. Follow everybody in the Huge-verse. Everybody follows each other back generally. That's how it went the first time around we did this, Jess.
I follow everybody back that I can.
Yep. You're pumping up the audience. They're pumping us up. It's a whole, Hulkamania, the Hulkamaniacs, that whole thing. That's what we're doing over here, folks. Brother. Yep. Got the little one, too. I found him a few weeks back, so he's back with us, the thumb wrestler. You're not old enough to know about the thumb wrestlers, huh, Jess?
Maybe not.
They were so cool. You put them on your thumb, and then you take your friend takes his other one. You just go, you smash thumbs together, and try to pin each other with these big, well, technically for a little kid, these are pretty.
Yeah.
You're supposed to pin each other. Never worked out. So, yep. Can't wait to buy more of those and sponsor LJN, who, now I'm thinking about it. These people that go out there, what do they call them? The scalpers. These people, they even scalped the LGMs. They scalped the new Hulk Hogan. And now if you want to buy them, people are actually hitting me up in the DMs like, Dr. Huge, I want to buy these new figures because it's nostalgic and things. And they're $80 because they're sold out. And the scalpers came along and said, oh, people want these. So being a collector isn't fun these days. Being a wrestling fan isn't necessarily the funnest. There's a lot of it. Does a lot of something mean that it's the best, Jess? Do you think?
No. Right. I'm having fun.
You're having fun. I'm having a little bit of fun. I had a lot of fun watching Monday Night Football last night. Yeah, more on that later. But first of all, so we have to, while he's here and while there's no music, told you I'm training as a sniper in the Dabbleverse. So we got to see what the Duke is up to. Oh no, he's got the music on already. Already. I knew it. Damn it. Why did I even do an intro or anything? Nobody gives a shit. So the Duke's got the music going again. And he's not saying anything. Quality, entertainment. So I know you all want to just rush over there. Yep. But don't do it. Not before you like this. All the shorts and stuff that I've been doing. Yep. Damn it, Duke. You ruin everything, dude. Ruin everything. Ruin your own asshole. Well, yeah, there's a whole story. He, man, I should just put the music video in someday. I made a music video out of it where he's had a hemorrhoid problem for many, many years. And he's always talking about them and how they fall out and they get bloody and things. And he was with a Playboy model when he was with the Stern Show. This is his story, right? And this Playboy model, they went out to eat before and she ate buffalo wings and got the wing sauce all in her hands. And then she was being a little frisky with him and started putting buffalo sauce fingered hands in his booty, and he was like, it just totally ruined my hemorrhoids for like a week after that.
Right.
Unbelievable story. I mean, where do you pull that out of?
I wish this was alcohol right now.
Yeah, hey, that's why he's beloved out here. He's the dabbler in the Dabbleverse. And if people don't know about that, I usually do a show about it. I haven't been doing it lately. We'll get back to it, when I get more time and things. But Thursday night is the Dabbler night. So if you want to know more about that, just check those out. But when it comes to this wrestling, Jess, Liv Morgan, I'm hot take incoming, everybody. She's obnoxious, okay? She's very, very obnoxious, especially coming back now. She's ratcheted that thing up to 20. She's the voice. And, I was just flipping through Raw while I was watching the Patriots game. And I kind of fast forwarded through that Judgment Day segment because every time I skipped ahead 10 seconds, I'm like, heard this before. From Dom, too. And this was when I started thinking, I'm like, am I just really out of touch? It's like, I'm not. I get why everything is happening and people love Rhea Ripley and they love Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. Even though it's very cringy and forced in a way, in my opinion. It's not happening as organic as I like, which, okay, the people booing Dominic and stuff it was funny. It's lasted its time and now they've moved on to all this, but I started thinking about it more very deeply, and I said, maybe it's just because the eras I'm used to, and they're doing things for the kids. But this is all for the kids. None of this is for me. I think that's why I'm annoyed by this stuff. But back in the day, a lot of the characters were Ultimate Warrior. They're Macho Man. They're like, there's none of these guys that exist. These are like the realest people there are. But that doesn't, back in like the 90s Attitude Era, you could kind of say the same thing. There was some outlandish gimmicks and whatever, but even the comedy gimmicks and everything else, what's the craziest one? Grande Americano, whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
Anything really crazier than that? The Wyatts, but
the Wyatts, but yeah, like they're not.
So it's like, to me, now that we have these real people and then they ratchet themselves up to 10, like The Rock used to say, I don't like it because maybe I would like them personally, but their character and what they're portraying on TV, it's obnoxious. And that's most of them these days. I don't like CM Punk. I like Seth Rollins because I just get it. The voice, the look. He's supposed to be villainous. And that's why he's always the best when he's a bad guy. But what do you think about this? Do you think I'm hitting on something? Because I think I am.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. I will say, I do think, like, in general, the Judgment Day is kind of like run its course, and I'm surprised that they have just kept it going. I don't know if they were waiting for Liv to kind of break that up, but I think they need like a little bit of a shakeup. I think the segment was just kind of, I don't know why it happened, right? Like, it was a really good Raw otherwise. But I can see how Liv's character is just kind of like annoying to be annoying, right? Like, there's really no like end, like a means to an end, right? Like, it's just kind of like she's annoying to be annoying. It's not going anywhere or doing anything.
Yep, the funny faces too. We talked about this. Same thing with Timeless Tony Storm. I tuned in for a little bit. I think it was a week ago or so, and I saw her Timeless come out with the Mina, the model chick or whatever, and then they start doing a dance, and then they're doing this. She's doing that walk she does, and the whole time I understand that now. That's what I'm talking about. I'm used to more stuff like that growing up. But for some reason, it annoys me these days. It annoys me that they make funny faces. It's one thing to be looking like all these, but like, and make the faces for effect for what you're doing in pro wrestling. But it's so, everything is just like, over the top phony. And I'm supposed to believe that they're their real selves and people and everything. If we're all just playing along, can we maybe even silly it up a little bit? Get a little more creative than, who are you? I'm this guy and I like, Legos. You're a Lego guy who likes Legos. And then we're just going to expose you enough to the audience where it gets like baked into the product. That's what I feel like with Liv Morgan. She's just, she could have been released a few times, I think, in her whole career. I felt like she was on her way out at one point because, her and Becky Lynch had periods like this. Mm-hmm. But they've just been around so long and they've been allowed to stick around and do them because they like them, apparently, that they spent enough time there that they've gotten over. Do you know? And now that she's back, it's like she's taken that character that got her there, which is all good and stuff. And now it's like amped up to 1 billion. And it just makes me go, ooh, which I guess is a good thing in one way.
Yeah, I feel like because of how the internet is right now with, like shipping and, everyone's like obsessed with her and Dominic, that they're going to be slow to pull the plug on that. Like, I wasn't expecting her to turn on Dominic, but like, I wouldn't have been mad if that had actually happened the other night. Like, so I just kind of feel like they're probably going to drag this out, unfortunately, but I feel like she does need a little bit of like a twist to her character or something different, new. This has been going on for like, 2 years now?
Yeah, remember what led into this was like a hardcore character. Remember, she was doing all these hardcore matches, and that's where the baseball bat came from. And then they leaned into the whole Harley Quinn thing, which they gave to Alexa Bliss back in the day, and every other female at that time period. You probably did, Jess, didn't you? You were Harley Quinn once, no?
Never.
Wow. Wow, that's why you're on the show. You're one of the greatest out here. Yep. Can't be doing that. I was even Harley Quinn Halloween one year. Can you believe that? So it's no hate on Liv Morgan. We all love Liv Morgan, right? I'm just thinking about this stuff philosophically and what they're trying to do pro wrestling wise and why. Because I'm just like, why do I not like this? I'm supposed to like this like everything else. And again, I think maybe another reason is the audience. I don't like the audience. I don't like a lot of these people. And I think their opinions are very fickle and they're silly and they're, of course, young for the most part. But especially these adults that are like, they should do this and they should do that. Why should they listen to anybody about writing this? It's easy as hell. You could make 1 million misses in a row. Nothing changes. So I don't know. I think that's a big part of it, too. It's just the fandom. People are really lean into these, Liv Morgan's the greatest now and she's the best ever. And it's like, well, I get it. But if you're just like over the age of 18 and you're doing that type of thing these days, you're a little back emotionally or something. You might want to get that checked out. Get well. Get better. Just like this guy, right? Isn't it amazing he won last night?
Yep.
It amazed me. The sleaze said he called it. I don't even remember it. We say a lot of things here, but he said he called it. I thought it was going to be Jey Uso, Gunther part 2, but this doesn't make any sense either. Because if LA Knight beats Gunther, John Cena's going to wrestle a full 80-year-old man? What? In his go-away match?
Your brain is filled with feces.
Might be. It's just, what do you think? There's no way now. The Gunther's 38. LA Knight, we found out, is 80-something. And now that means Gunther's going to win. And just like we knew from the beginning to the middle to the end. Another thing I can't stand with wrestling these days. We just know too much.
Yeah, I mean, at least like the matches were good. Jay and LA Knight had a really good match, and Solo and Gunther had a really good match. But I'm just like, I don't know if Triple H did this on purpose because now I'm really not interested. But yeah, I don't know. The whole tournament in itself, I think, just wasn't exciting, unfortunately. Like, it had the chance to be really cool, and then like all the people that you kind of were like, oh man, I would love to see that, are already gone. So
Yep. I'm telling you, me and the Sleaze and Danny and all this, we're not just old and bald and stupid and whatever. The reason why we wanted The Miz to win, not lose twice, we wanted Dolph Ziggler to win, we wanted Zack Ryder to win, is because people would be a lot more invested in it than they have been this whole time. And sure, Solo and Gunther last night, great match. It would have been a great match no matter what. Did it have to be in the John Cena tournament? When Solo Sikoa already beat John Cena in Saudi Arabia? Remember that? I remember.
I do.
Yep. But they're not worried about that. They're not worried about making sense. They talk about long-term storytelling and all this stuff. They don't really mean it. But maybe that I just have a mind like an elephant or something. I can remember all this shit, but I do. And when they go on Raw and stuff and they start acting silly and fake, I go, I got football. Only for a few more weeks, possibly. That sucks. Yep. They also knocked out the people who you could see winning super early. It just sucks. Yep. Sleaze chanting Tuesday Night Jess. What else we got? That's it. That's it from the chat tonight. Very slow chat, but a very highly watched show lately. We're moving up the charts on Playboard. Been watching it, right? We're going to be millionaires in no time, everybody. Right around the corner.
I'll be in green shirt guys' seats.
Yep, so Liv Morgan's annoying, Rhea's annoying. Well, did you see the signs, the tongue out and the head pointing signs, and everybody's in? I don't like it. I don't like
those signs, like the giant heads and all that. They had that at the Philly WrestleMania. Oh my god! Like, luckily not in our area, but like whoever was behind them couldn't see for shit, and they paid a lot of money for those seats. But yeah, I'm not a fan of like the giant shit.
That's the worst thing ever. Those big head signs, and it's cute, yeah, for a second, but as you said, you see these signs all over the place. It was a thing back in the day, of course. The Attitude Era was like crazy with the signs. Mm-hmm. It almost blocked everything. But then they would give you times in the show to do this stuff. They do that now too, but not nearly as much, not nearly as long, and they rarely show it on TV. So, yep. And those signs back in the day, it was some crazy ass stuff. Yep. And very creative signs, but very annoying to literally anyone around them. That's right, Ian. Yep. They could be the best signs in the world. I don't want to see it. And finally, Paladin is in the building. Everybody coming through in the building. We're doing it. Yep. Man, what else are we going to talk about? Who else can I upset in the pro wrestling world? I don't know. Can I talk about that some more? I mean, Dom. I was going to go into a whole thing, I think, where I understand why Dom is popular. Rey Mysterio's kid. Good in the ring. But then I heard him on the mic last night, and maybe I'm giving too much shit to the actual talent out there. And I'm really talking about creative, because I can skip ahead, because I've heard all this stuff so many times. And whenever Dominic Mysterio talks, I'm like, he's going to heel bad guy it and just do the heel bad guy lines, and it's boring. So jazz them up. They're like your super mega stars. And Rhea Ripley, again, her too. They rarely put her on the mic. They finally started taking my advice and said, lock her up if she ever wants to touch a microphone ever again. She's not there for that. All right? She's there to look spooky with booty cheeks out and all this stuff. That's what she's for. Yep. Jess, you must really love Rhea Ripley now that I know about your gothic days.
I'm not like I'm a fan of hers, but I'm not like a super fan.
Right.
I like her, but I'm not like, nah.
Yep. Jess looked just like her back in the day, right?
I did.
All tatted up and everything. She got it all lasered off. Mm-hmm.
I dyed my hair black for a period of time. Then it was red. Then it was blue.
Me too. I did the same thing. I used to have the Joe Dirt haircut. All right. What do you think about this Jey Uso stuff? He was so upset last night. He's usually looking like he's going to cry, even in a good moment or whatever. But last night, he was definitely going to cry. He didn't, though, not on cam. I think after he talked to the backstage announcer. Yeah. What do you think about that whole thing? I actually think that's the best thing they can do right now with Jey Uso.
Yeah, I think I feel like they've been kind of teasing it for a bit, like the potential heel turn. I know it's tough for someone who obviously, you know, like look at all the kids last night that were so excited to see him. Someone had taken a screenshot of this kid just like looking, you know, like with these adoring eyes at him. So it's just like, oh my God, like how can you turn him bad again? But he definitely needs a little, he like, you know, when he was like right hand man Jay, like that was a good Jey Uso. So
yeah, that was peak Jey Uso, really.
Yeah. Get a little edge again, right? Get a little bit more serious. I feel like, you know, they tried to do that for him to like lock in with Gunther, but then, like I said, that match kind of fell flat. It didn't really, there was no edge in the match. It was just kind of like, all right, you know.
Only Coke, get it? Yep, that was all that was in that match. No edge, just Coke. Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of coping. But yeah, I don't know. I'm obviously an Uso fan, so I would like to see him change it up a little bit, you know, come back to the dark side tiny bit.
Yep, perfect. And I agree with all that. And also his brother, it's funny how through the years, you know, Jey Uso was the original like a-hole, then it swung to Jim Uso over Sami Zayn mostly, and then the pendulum just keeps going back and forth. You know, over the past 5 years, really crazy stuff. How they managed to make it make sense. That's all I want. If you're gonna like, you're a good guy, you're a bad guy. Hey, now you're this, now you're that. You gotta lead into something from something that has happened previously. Yep. So you know, a lot of the times they're not thinking about that unless it's the very top of the card. Then they focus on that and everything else. Who cares? You know, John Cena tournament. Who cares? Nobody's going to remember that except everybody that loves John Cena. You know, a lot of people. Yep. So, Dominic Mysterio, get well with your promos. I hope they diagnose you and give you the proper stuff. Right, like they gave this guy. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's a good feud, like, you know what I mean. He hasn't really had anything going.
That's true.
But yeah, and you know, they were also leaning into like the booze so much that I don't think he's had a chance to really talk much lately. But yeah, Braun's promo was awesome.
Yep, Braun. I watched that whole thing all the way through. You know, of course, Paul Heyman hits the mark every time. Best in the business, Hall of Famer already, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. And he's still working there. And yeah, so how can it be denied at this point with everybody he's worked with? You know, I'm pretty much preaching to the choir with everybody with this stuff, but you know, he's the best. He's allowed to push little children on the ground in front of everybody, right? Which is another story. But before we even get into Braun, the Paul Heyman thing with him pushing, since we talked about it on Saturday, the reports are now that he went around police, the child, he went around security, and security actually grabbed him simultaneously with Paul Heyman shoving the arm.
You did see the guy grabbing him while Paul was shoving him, which is probably why it looked so extra forceful. But even if it wasn't, tough shit.
Yep. And my thing is, where are the parents with all of this? What's up,
like, go ahead.
And if your kid's running away from you to do it one way or another, it's not a good look.
No.
So get your kids in line, teach them to sneeze like this into their arms, sneeze into your arms, kids, and watch the Dr. Hughes show, of course, with parental advisory on it. They got to watch it with you, just like the WWE, like back in the day. Yep. Every time my mom would walk by the TV, there'd be like, you know, half naked naked chicks on there, like getting, you know, suplexed and things by Samoans and stuff. Wild times back then. Remember that? Rosie and do you know the other one? They're related to Roman and all them.
Well, Rosie and
Rosie, right.
Umaga.
Was it?
But
Umaga?
he wasn't Umaga at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. On that segment where they would just
Jamal. Was that
Jamal?
Jamal and yeah. But I don't think Rosie was Rosie.
Right.
Because that was when he was with Hurricane. I don't Jamal and something. 3 Minute Warning.
Yes. Which was one of the greatest kind of like it just was. It was so over the top crazy that these days, the meltdown over that. Could you imagine getting those girls and tossing them around, and they were just the Samoan drops and the splashes, which probably didn't hurt at all. Really, it looked devastating, but
he did apparently go by Rosie still in 3 Minute Warning. So
yeah, and yep, Braun Breaker here. I always want to call him Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's on another show now, just eating food. Yep. I don't like that whole eating food stuff because it makes me hungry. Other than that, I would watch it all day.
Yeah.
So I love how orange he used to be. Come back to being super orange. I like that.
No.
So Braun Breaker, promo of his life last night. Even though he flubbed a few words, it didn't even matter. His beady face, he meant his beady eyes and, his stupid face. Okay, doesn't matter. You were so mad. People, when they're crazy mad like that, they're going to say things like that. You say the dumbest shit when you're insanely pissed. So that's what I want out of my promos, first of all. That's why old school wrestlers used to scream a lot, because if you scream in it, kind of means a little more that you mean it. If you're just going to talk everything out and be snarky like CM Punk does with that, nasally voice I've noticed he's had lately. It's just, no, this is the guy. This is the guy I want now. Now I'm a believer. Go ahead, put the next big thing and whatever you want on his backside like you did Brock Lesnar. I'm buying in. I'm in on this now. I haven't been this whole time. Not like he wasn't going to be pushed the same way, but I believe it now. So what do you think about that? You think he's that good? We all should become Braun Breaker believers. He's really the next big thing now.
Yeah. No, I was, I don't know. Apparently a bunch of people online for like the past few weeks have been going on about how he can't cut a promo, which is weird because I never thought he was bad. Like, he wasn't spectacular. And I liked that he, like, even when he was like angry before, he would keep his voice kind of like low. You know what I mean? Like that kind of like, dangerous sort of anger. So then when he was yelling last night, it was kind of like more like, like he's like actually losing his cool. He used to not do that. Mm-hmm. But I hope they all watched and took notice, because I was like, what do you mean he can't cut a promo? Like, he's just a funny guy, he's a little goof. Yep. So sometimes he's a little goofy when he's like saying stuff, but I like it.
The Wolf Dogs. Well, what was that team?
The Wolf Dogs, yeah.
Wow.
Him and Corbin. I saw them. It was great.
Did you have a Wolf Dogs shirt? Probably.
No, I wanted to get one, but I didn't get one.
Damn it. I missed out on that. I got to find one. It's probably like $1 million on eBay right now. They made like 2 of them. Wolf Dogs. Nobody wanted those.
Dude, that was a great tag team. I was sad.
Yeah, that was a weird stint. It was like one of those things where in NXT, especially at that time, when they were like, you're a good guy, now you're a bad guy, now you're in a tag team, you could totally tell that it was like, we're just trying to see what you can do and what you can handle. You're a champion now, you're not. Now you can be a champion again for a second. It's like totally doesn't matter down there. In comparison to like being QB1, right, Cody Rhodes? You're just the best ever. You run both shows, right? I don't like that stuff either.
What do we want to talk about?
And I don't even like CM Punk. So make that make sense, Cody. Stop with that. It's so corny. Again, it's another case of that's Cody Rhodes. He dyed his hair. He got the tattoo. He's like, I'm living it now. And he's amped it up to 10. And he's a good guy. Sure. I'm sure he's a good guy in real life. I'm sure they all are. But you got to really dig in and be a lot more vicious than what these modern day wrestlers are letting on. It's just like, imagine me. I'm just like, well, I'm just Dr. Huge. And now I'm Dr. Huge. Everybody be like, okay, well, so you're the same guy, but now you're going to go into wrestler gimmick. And just, yeah, the kids love it though. So, okay. You kids like that.
They're dumb, you know, they don't know.
They love this. They're like, yes, she's back. And they all wear the chokers now. You know, everybody's got a choker. I got to get one, I guess.
Jada Parker has like a legit like O-ring collar when she's wrestling. So I was like,
yeah, that's
what
right.
is going on?
Yeah.
He's walking to like a sex shop and go like that one, and then you come out. All right, I mean, I'm for it, but like, I was surprised when she came out. I was like, that's not like jewelry.
Right. It comes with equipped with the mask too. So, yeah, here's another little take. You know, from one of the poors out here, as they call them in MLC, in the poor chat. Everybody's in the poor chat around here until we get the 500 subscribers. Make it happen, everybody. Let's go. So, I'm watching the YouTubes, preparing for the show past few days, and I'm trying to watch. I rarely go to WWE, like the actual channel, and try to watch things. Almost unwatchable. The amount of ads is just like stupid. And that, like every 2 seconds, there's an ad. And then I try to go backwards. There's more ads. So there's a trick that I do with pretty much anytime I go on YouTube. I just click on a channel. It gives me an ad. I back out. I back it. Go back in. Like boom, boom. And there's no ad. Not with WWE. You try that trick. You can do it 1,000 times. It's going to keep giving you ads. So I was like testing it. Like, wait a second. So apparently there are channels that are connected to real businesses out here, and they get different rules on, you know, all the TOS business. They can do things you can't do, and you definitely can't do anything about any of it. It's just, so they got some kind of a deal going on with that. Just wanted to point that out to everybody. Same thing's going on with a lot of these streaming channels and networks out here, playing funny business with what's live and what's not. And I don't like it. I hate this future, man. They're really pushing us down. This is YouTube. It was made for us, not for the NFL and WWE, which I all like. I like them, right? They're cool. Let them do whatever they want. But I don't like that there's different rules for everybody. So, just pointing that out. Braun. Lit AF, I just wrote down.
Great notes.
And then Solo Gunther, we talked about it. 5-star Meltzer, AEW fans, go watch it. You'll love it, right?
4.75 because it wasn't in the Tokyo Dome.
yeah. Has to be there if you want the 5-star on it.
Or Will Ospreay because Meltzer's got his dick in his mouth.
Whoa! Wow. So vicious on the show. Yep.
Sorry.
YouTube TOS, right? I'm the only one that has to say nasty things.
Metaphorical.
And I'm thinking over the weekend, I listened to a bit of the show back from Saturday, and I'm like, I hope I'm not getting like too crazy for Jess. I don't think I am. I don't think
that was just a gross scenario that I like. No,
that's right. The MFK.
3 old gross men. Like no.
MFK did I change my mind? Mary F. Kill, Dave Meltzer, Vince Russo, and Jim Cornette. Yeah, I'm still going. Marrying Vince Russo. This is all physical based. Okay. F and Dave Meltzer, and then I gotta delete Jim Cornette. That's how we say it these days, right?
I'm not gay no more.
Nope, not no more though. This is all hypothetical in another world. Now you go, Jess.
None.
No?
Delete all of them.
Oh my God, she's not playing. She doesn't play by the rules, folks.
I don't.
She's going rogue.
I saw the other day Meltzer was, back and forth with someone because I think he tried to say Zootopia 2 sucked or something like that. I don't know if that was like legit because CM Punk and Roman Reigns do a voice in there for the Zebros.
He's like, give her the shits.
They were like going back and forth, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, have you won a best ab award?" And I was just like, "What?" So apparently, Dave Meltzer has won some award for best abs, according to him.
Hey, that's why he's in my F territory, not in the M territory.
I thought of you immediately because you had said that you would do that.
See, I make a lot of sense around here with all my takes. I try to, as goofy as I am.
I would.
In my opinion, Raw was bad last night. If y'all enjoy it, glad for you other people. Thank you, CJD.
I'm in other people.
Yep. She loves it. So you got a beef with her now. You got to take it up with her in BSK. Oh, wait, you're not in BSK today. You are officially, you're no yeet. Oh my goodness.
No yeets.
Turn it up. What?
No yeets.
Thank you. So no yeet tonight because it might be over. Could be. Stay tuned. Watch next week's Raw, folks. Did Jey Uso go cry in the car? I say yes. I say he cries in the car, gets over it. They start either digging him a deeper hole so he can freak out more and throw prime bottles and things around, or that he just gets better. But I mean, why would that happen right now? This is LA Knight's time right now. He's getting a little bit of shine in the Cena tournament as a, hey, we'll put you in the finals for that, since you're low rung main card, as we've been saying for months and all agreeing, he's right there, the same place Jey Uso is, but now they're just switching spots to change it up for a little bit, to give everybody's thumbs on YouTube a rest from hitting the dislike button. I wish I could get that many dislikes. I wish I could get any type of likes or any interaction on this YouTube. Make it happen right now.
Yeah. Like, press it. Do it.
So I had a question for you. I don't know what it is anymore because I'm stupid. So I'm going to move on if you actually listen to me, because I didn't listen to myself at all right there. You like the goofy stuff? MLW and indie and what? So CJ,
all makes sense now.
He loves all that stuff. I don't mind it either. There was something that happened at MLW recently. I was going to bring it up, but I'm not even sure if anybody that watches this knows what MLW is. A lot of people that watch, they don't even watch. They watch for the goofs. They don't watch for the actual wrestling stuff. You know, they don't give a shit about what's happening with the wrestling, because why should you? If you saw what happened anytime the past several years, you pretty much have seen it before that and well before that. It all is the same stuff, you know. But even the legends, it surprised me when I met a lot of like old WWE people that work there and things, and I'd be like, you know who Dolph Ziggler is? And they're like, I don't know who Rusev is. They don't know who anybody is. Well,
that makes sense. I wouldn't know who Rusev is either.
So disrespectful, Jess.
Wooly Willy or whatever the fuck that guy is.
Whoa, wow, you really
That's what he looked like, dude. The first thing that came into my head when he had come out, I was like, he looks like that. I called him the magnet beard guy because I couldn't think of his name. I had to Google it, but.
Oh, man. Yep. Poor Rusev. He was around for a minute. Yep. Now.
Got cucked, you know.
Yep. It's kind of.
Twice?
Oh, wow.
They did it in AEW too.
Wow. You know what? I heard a story that Lana was on a podcast recently and said that there was a meeting they had with Vince and John Laurinaitis and Rusev and all them, a bunch of talent were there, and they were teaching Lana how they wanted her to kiss Dolph Ziggler, and she goes, they got like really, really close, Vince and John, like really, really close, and everybody's like giggling and stuff, and they're like, we want you to like do like this and tilt your head like that or whatever, and Vince turned around and said, listen, we're all professionals here, pal. We're all professionals here, pal. And yep. She said it was professional. It was just funny, right? She's a legend now, by the way, everybody. Legend Lana. Yep. People very upset with that as well. How dare she? So what? The Undertaker's a legend and Lana's a legend too. Yeah. Yep. That's kind of how it works, guys. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Get all mad about it and debate it like it's meaningful. And they don't even have podcasts, Jess. You gotta have a podcast if you're gonna debate and argue about these things, or else that's a mark. See, everybody calls me a mark. Sure, I'm a mark, right? I don't understand anything. I don't know what's going on. I'm angry. You know, I'm sad, and then I get real happy when things happen and go my way, right? So I don't get it, but everybody else out here that really does this stuff again without an outlet or whatever. What are you doing? Grow up, right? Unless you're under the age again. If you're a teenager, I'll accept it. Thank you. Yep. I'm just reading it. Got real super close is the quote from Lana.
Very descriptive.
It's super close. Mm-hmm. So they were really showing them exactly how they wanted it done. Probably, I'm gonna just speculate. Probably tongue in that situation. Like, we want you to roll tongues with Dolph Ziggler like this, pal. Yep. Those guys really close, right? With no wonder they were probably. Like, we want you to do it like this, like how we do it, in other places. So, yeah. Which brings me to, again, the Bret Hart situation. This is some crazy stuff, right? He's broken the 4th and 5th, 6th, and 69th wall. And he's telling everybody he knows it. He acts like, that's the thing to me. He's acting like, I know it. HBK is let's play the sound. This is this type of stuff with like everybody and not everybody. Okay, so I heard Eric Bischoff talking about this the other night, and he's it's the same thing I brought up in another story a week ago, where somebody stated something, a lot of people didn't like it, and then they just attacked their character like a ton. So he's like what most people say. He's bitter. He's angry. He's needs therapy. This is what Eric Bischoff was saying multiple times. He it's like he's having a mental break. This and that, right? Everything, but he's lying. Everything. So that's the only where my antennas go up a little bit, because I'm just like, we'll just get to it. Is he a stupid liar? Right.
Well, I guess Eric Bischoff wasn't there at that time.
You're right.
He was like right before.
Yeah.
But Kevin Nash just came out and just flat out said it didn't happen. So.
Well, of course, Kevin Nash would say. Kevin Nash is in the clique.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, wouldn't he know?
Isn't there a Kevin Nash 1991 something? There's something, a meme from years ago about a year. And that year, I remember hearing a story. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I don't know if any of this stuff is real or not. But, he had an interaction with a dude, right? That's the story. That's why people tend to troll him with that year. So, yeah. And I'm with you, Rib Shot. Brett doing the podcast is his thing, which again makes me think, why is he lying? Or is he just, snitching? I say he's snitching.
I say he's bitter because why bring it up now if that was true?
Snitching because of bitterness. We're both right. How about that? Mm-hmm. You're correct. Yep. I mean, he really does think that he is Hulk Hogan. He thinks he is Roman Reigns even. I know that's crazy for a lot of people to hear. Roman Reigns is Hulk Hogan also. A different time period. You don't have to put him on the same playing field, but it is what it is. The biggest act in a certain period of time that lasted many, many years. John Cena is a Hogan. shit, as much as I love HBK and I think he's the best because he made me laugh the most and all that. It's HBK, but he wasn't top guy. He was a notch below it, where a lot of the greatest wrestlers of all time are underneath that notch. I don't put Roman Reigns on that pedestal. Consensus of the world and WWE. It's their world. Whatever they tell you is the best is the best. You buy a 2K game, sure, you may be able to change the number and how good they are these days. But back in the day, you couldn't do that. That's how it is in real life. They tell you, Jey Uso, you are now below LA Knight. And we may even try to make the match look good and all this so that you stay looking strong and put things in there that you couldn't overcome or whatever, but doesn't mean now you down here, wins and losses. And that's why you kind of don't need a win-loss record like AEW, because if you got a brain in your head, you kind of can just keep up and go, well, that guy beat that guy, this guy beats that guy. It really doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of storytelling and how we got there. So, and how we got there is from HBK and Vince's office, right? I don't know how we got here. So Brett said he's convinced they were. He never said he caught them in the act. It's just his opinion. Exactly. But I'm saying it like,
it's not an opinion you can have, though. It's either it happened or it didn't. It's not like I like the color blue or I don't. Like,
right.
In my opinion, he definitely boinked Vince McMahon. Like,
you think?
No.
Okay.
I mean, like, I don't know. He was on a lot of drugs, and Vince is also obviously like over sexualized. But at that time, would he have been doing that? I don't know. I think he was a little bit more tame back then.
Mm-hmm. Heel Easy back in the house. Also a great HBK fan like myself. I'm sure he doesn't block you though. He might after tonight just for saying you like the show or you like the buttons. And
I've been checking. He hasn't blocked me.
Not yet. Good.
Better not.
Hold on. Let's work on that.
No.
Jess wanted me to show this tonight, HBK.
Did not. Don't block me.
Texted me earlier and went, please show the HB nose hairs before WWE NXT tonight. I said, absolutely. Anything for Jess. I'm just saying. Right. I'll get it right one of these days. Exactly. You saying you don't think they did is your opinion. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I'll never know. I don't really care, but I know it's a very hot topic because, it's interesting, right? Thinking about, thinking about that situation is just, it's interesting. I'm not saying I would watch it or anything. The only one I've ever watched was One Night in China. Did you ever see that one?
No.
All right, P. We got to do it properly. Yeah. She used to speak with me back in the old Twitter days. And then a couple weeks later, once she started like interacting with me and telling me she was going to block me and stuff,
Rest in peace.
Yep. And then her manager told me, it started yelling at me too. She was going on podcasts. She was talking and saying things. I remember at that time what it was she had a big welt or like a nasty, like a fall or something. Mm-hmm. So I literally just asked her about it. I said, did this happen in a match? Does this happen like in public or something? And I wasn't even thinking at the time that maybe she was on one or whatever and maybe fell over, which happens a lot, I hear. Mm-hmm. And that's why they were so mad at me, because they were like, well, you're blowing my cover, Dr. Huge, I guess. And I was like, oh, I don't. So, yeah. And Ian says, technically, a belief and an opinion are not the same thing. Well, it's a little bit of the both is what I'm saying. Maybe. I don't know if you're talking to me. He's talking to you. He must be talking to you, Jess.
Talking to Ribshot.
Talking to Ribshot. I don't know what's happening tonight. The chat's all involved. Oh my God. You guys. So if we have the worst show ever tonight, just remember it's your fault. It's everybody else's fault, never my fault. Thank you. So here's a quick little change before we get back into wrestling. I just want to point this out because this guy's picture keeps showing up. Not Artie Lang, this guy. You know who that is?
Looks like Mr. Beast.
It is. He looks so, his eyes are so dead.
Oh yeah, that man, there's nothing there.
There is nothing going on. Is there anything creepier than a smiling, like dead-eyed person like that? And so I started seeing these pictures and whatever on X, and I looked them up because I never seen any of this Mr. Beast stuff. You know, he's got literally like 200. It's some ungodly number of subscribers.
Yep.
The videos, like one of his smallest videos had like 79 million views that I saw. Like 79 million. So I went, okay, and I put my thinking cap on for a couple minutes, and I kept looking, and what he's tied to, and it would blow people's mind. The type of, it's because it's like now we're dealing with like other countries and the way like the world works globally, and remember US aid was like a big thing for, you know, the beginning of the year, and finding out what the money is used for and what it's about, and all this stuff. It's basically how, in a way, almost like spy tactics, that they can transform thought in a lot of people's minds, especially in places that they want to that's geologically contested, which Africa is the one that everybody shits on in the world, right? They all just want to go there and steal pieces of that. Everything's connected. And the more I started looking, I was just like getting more and more creeped out. And then his name is Mr. Beast. And then it's more like stuff for children. Like, this ain't for children. I'm not doing this for kids. I'm doing this for anybody that's really interested, I guess. But again, know that this is all one big goof, and nothing I ever say is factual. I really don't give a shit. I'm trying to have fun. And I don't know what this guy's doing it for, because to be that focused, to get that many subscribers in a genuine sense, that's not organic. That screams like, you know, Metal Gear Solid type psychological shit. So, any take on that, Jess? Do you think, I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist?
No, he's always been like weird. So I'm not a fan, never watch his stuff. His chocolate's fucking shit. We tried it just for like a goof, and it was so bad. I don't really like chocolate to begin with, but like I spit that shit out. Like, I'll eat chocolate. Did
it come in like a typical like chocolate, like Russell Stover's, you know?
It was just like wrapped like normal, like a Hershey's bar type thing. But he was like, "Oh, this is a healthy chocolate," because obviously he targets, you know, kids. So if your kid's gonna go beg you for a chocolate, and they're like, "But it's healthy. It's fucking chocolate. It's not supposed to be healthy. Just eat it." But yeah, I always felt it was just very disingenuous. Like, "Oh, I'm helping people," but it's like, but you're helping people to help yourself, right? It's not like you're not going out of your way to like fund a homeless shelter. You're doing it for views, to give you more money, so all the money that you just gave to the homeless shelter has tripled in your pocket, right? Like, it's not
right. Yeah, it's like forced philanthropy in a way, because it's just, and philanthropy these days, even you could say these days, like the past, like, I don't know, 500 years or so, is kind of silly when you think about it, because, you know, why do you have that much stuff in the first place? Because when you trust me, I've thought about these things pretty deeply, and I'm like, wait a second, why is there like over 500 people that are billionaires in the US? So they got everything, and the rest of us don't have nothing. In comparison, and imagine if everybody had a little piece, just a piece of what they had, but it can't happen like that, because it's not about everybody else. It's only about them. And then that trickles down to everybody else, until you get to the people that just don't even want to deal with it, like me. I'm like, I just don't even want to deal with this in this whole, because, you know, I just don't want to participate. So, yep. Thank you. That's my TED Talk. Yep. Fight in the chat. Thank you. What's up, HVAC North? In the building, HVAC North. We're killing it tonight. We're doing it. Yep. How dare Dave Sarah not put me on funniest free chatter, funniest pour the list. They're doing, you know, end of the year things, and nope. He puts laundry room on there. What is it? It's just volume, right? I need to do more shit talking and stuff. I'll try it. We'll see how it works out. But I'm mainly a listener of things. Are you a chatter of anything, Jess? Only the Dr. Huge show, right?
Yeah, and then to Tamatanga.
And Tamatanga, all right. I mean, being held in high regard along with Tamatanga, that's amazing. Yep. So, all right, what else we got to talk about? We talked about Mr. Beast being creepy as fuck. And other stories I've heard, I try not to even deal with it in the past. That's why I did I wouldn't call it a deep dive. I just looked things up for a few minutes. But the partner he had for a while that was like, you know, turned into a zombie or something. I was going to say turned. Like, what, turned? But yeah. Well, it's all, again, I don't want no parts. I don't care how much money he's making. There's no amount of views that would make me play that role. And then I'd have that dead-eyed look. Oh. No, I'm real. I'm actually here. I think he's checked out long ago.
We had a friend that had the dead eyes. Obviously not a friend anymore because he's a psycho, but like, oh my God, dude. Like nothing behind those eyes, no light.
Oh, before we jump off this, I mean, one more person, this Ian Carroll. I gotta look into you too, brother. We gotta look into this. You just come out of nowhere with all kinds of information, millions of views, Joe Rogan appearances. Huh?
Who is this man?
He's a famous, like, conspiracy guy. Talks about the the islands and he's taken down the man, right? Which always, again, my antennas start to go up when I'm like, millions of views can talk about these things. How is that possible? Anytime I've ever brought anything like that up, I get shadow banned. So it's almost like he's allowed to. And then I started noticing that he doesn't blink. And I'm like, wait a second. I'm actually watching him on the show and I'm like staring at him and I'm waiting for it. He looks down. He doesn't blink. I'm like, what is this? Is this another Truman Show guy? So, yep. Check him out sometime, Jess. But he blew up like overnight. It seemed like to me. I don't know. Maybe he was around before, but
I've never heard of him. I don't do that kind of stuff, so I don't know. But
and I'm sorry, Laundry Room. Don't come for me. But that's kind of been the consensus, I think, with everybody. You know, I don't know if it's fact Jack yet. But, less is more sometimes. Maybe pull back a little bit. You be clicking and clacking on there. We get it. I used to have some chatters back in the old Periscope days. And you could tell that's why they were coming to the show. It wasn't for me. It wasn't to watch the greatest show ever or anything. It was so that they could come in and just hammer out jokes. Hammer them out. In the hopes that I would see one of them and laugh at them and things like that. And you know what? That's cool. I think that's it's a good exercise, really. And there are times where I'll have a minute to, instead of just listening to MLC or whatever, and I'm just jumping on there and I'm goofing around with the chat. So that's really what it is too. You're trying to, you're playing along and you're doing stuff with everybody, which I encourage, but when you do it from beginning to end and you really hammer in it, so it can get a little weird and you drown everybody else out. No, nobody likes that. So it's called
try hard.
It's spamming, try hard. It's Tommy Jordan in the Dabbleverse. That's what we're talking about. Your one-liners make me laugh many times. Thank you. See? Dave. Yep. Stop being so loyal. All right. What are we going to talk about next? I mean, we've said a lot about a lot of things. Anything really stick out to you other than what I said on last night's show? I mean, there are some other notes.
No. They
okay.
reveal the guy. So still don't know who curb stomped CM Punk.
Right. We'll find out one of these days. And it'll probably be Austin Theory, and we'll just shrug our shoulders and go, yep, that's what we were told.
We knew it,
do you think that they could change somebody midstream?
I mean, I don't think they would, but
they
feel
could,
like,
is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like, it could be Randy Orton, like Slee said online this week.
What if they just had some random person come and do it and they don't even know yet who they want it to be?
Maybe it could still be Chris Jericho. Imagine he runs up there, does all that, and they're like, no, that was Chris Jericho, and people are going to be like, that was Austin Theory, though, and they'll be like, no, he can do that. So I hope that would be awesome. Make it Chris Jericho. I don't think the Vision needs another young person. Which
they don't
I guess,
like old veterans, right? Like Braun just basically said that last night.
It's true. Oh, why did you listen?
Sorry.
Yep. He doesn't like you stupid old bald veterans.
Yeah, I don't know. And also, like, did they purposely attack CM Punk, or was he just like right there, prime for the picking? So I was trying to think, like, who would have beef with CM Punk?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Gunther's going to win the tournament. Austin Theory's going to... I mean, people are doubting it now. They're actually like, I don't know if Gunther's going to win this. It's going to be LA Knight.
Yeah, LA Knight beats Gunther. I'm trying to think of something realistic that I would actually do. I don't know. I'll think about something, but like, no. No.
Wow.
Like, I need him to lose just so that all the LA Knight fans can just cry about it still.
Right. And what does that loss do for him, even in the championship? It's just the whole tournament didn't make much sense to me. I would have rather put the NXT guys in it, Javon Evans and all these other guys, and then have them go up against the old timers. Some of them win, some of them lose. But that would have made so much more sense than this. But,
yeah, it would have been cool to just have it be like some NXT people fighting to face John Cena in his last match, right? Like, and kind of have that prestige behind their name. But
what would be cool too? Have a final match and have it in an elimination chamber, and he has the right to come out last.
That'd be so fun.
But you go into it knowing he's last, and that's because it's his last match.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be pretty awesome too. And then they could fight each other. But then, of course, they wouldn't have gotten to stretch it out for weeks on end and make a deal out of it. So, okay, tournament. I was actually cool with it when I first heard it. It's just...
Yeah, it didn't... It's kind of... Meh.
Didn't hit the same way we thought it was. Yep. So, Bischoff, we talked about you. How about this? Huge news in the wrestling world. Huge news in my world as well, because TNA is going to be on AMC. Now I'm going to be watching again. Yep. They took it away from me a year ago or so when they switched over. And they're like, no, your old ass cable networks, they're not doing it anymore. And I said, what? What? Right when it was turning in good. And they changed it back to TNA, and they got the new look and Dolph Ziggler and the Hardys. I'm like, now I can't watch it. So, but now I can. It's coming back again. So I had a year off, and if they do replay it, but I don't like watching replays for some reason. And it's like every other week, and then sometimes it's on like a Thursday, sometimes it's on a Friday. It's the worst thing. Old school TV watching. I'm not trying to do that.
No.
And what else? Oh, my Patriots destroyed the Giants last night. That was some great stuff. Again, everybody around here in my area, they have PTSD when it comes to the Giants because of the Super Bowls. So they were all freaked out. They're like, oh my God, we're going to lose. We got to lose some point, right? 10 in a row. Last night was 11. And they really beat them up. Like, you could tell the Patriots were trying really hard and the Giants were trying, but they weren't trying really, really hard. And to the point where, I mean, guys are getting knocked out, First of all, that New York Giants quarterback, Jackson Dart, you got to get out of bounds. You got to slide. You're not in college anymore. You're not playing with a bunch of future insurance agents or anything. You got to get on the ground. Don't be a stupid idiot. He keeps, I'm going to keep running because I'm a tough guy. I don't mind contact. Well, it looks like your team did. They minded it. And the other guy, Olszewski, used to be a Patriot. You don't want to see people getting knocked out. But it just tells me all these people freaking out. And, oh, my God, I can't. How dare he celebrate after this and everything? Because it's illegal. When you're a runner and you see everybody coming at you and you still dive off your feet at somebody to gain some yards or whatever and you get clipped, shit happens. And it perfectly took the N right off the New York symbol. And they became the York Giants last night. You understand? And then the kicker came out and did you see the kick? He went to kick it and he dug his whole fucking foot right into the turf. That must have felt amazing for him, but it was also goofy. Technically, that wasn't an attempt because he didn't kick shit. Like, so that's almost like a goof by the NFL. They're like, no, that wasn't even a kick. So they just look pathetic. The Patriots look amazing. What is it? Is it because the Patriots are amazing or the Giants really stink? I don't know. It's somewhere in the middle. So that happened. And again, get these noob football fans out of here. They don't understand anything. That's what's going on. And they still spout off about, I just seen this girl just an hour or two ago. It's like, you didn't even listen to a sports take on this or anything at all. Even the announcers are like, no, it's a clean hit. You can't stay in bounds. You can knock somebody unconscious if they're running at you with a football. And they're not doing it on purpose. It's just, how do you be that safe when everybody's moving at 100 miles an hour at that point? You see? That's why it's still deemed legal. Get it, all the young ladies out there that just started thinking football's cool yesterday because Taylor Swift watches it. I mean, once a week or once a year. HVAC North. So imagine doing all that all your life and hitting the floor. Imagine. I couldn't even. And hello to Sasha Raines. Old school correspondent of the show. Yep. Sasha Raines, her fandom. Yep. She was one of the first with the crazy stands when it really blew up. What else do I have for us this evening? Yeah, right? I think that might be it. You got to like the show. That's all I know. Hit that like button.
Subscribe.
Watch the shorts. Hit all the buttons. Go follow Jess. Follow me online and everywhere else. I wrote down Dragon Lee's crazy photo. Oh, yeah. But I didn't pull it. I just forgot, I guess. He looks scary. That was
I don't know what they did. His I guess he had like contacts or whatever, but like he just
it was very creepy. And Rey Mysterio has had a few photos like that recently too with the contacts, but he looks friendly and funny. And Dragon Lee just came off like, woo.
It's like a predator.
Yep. And we talked about Heyman pushing little kids to the ground.
Good.
Fat 2 coming back.
Mm-hmm.
That's the rumor. He's coming back soon. And Natalia and the Maxine vignette from last night. Any hot takes on that?
I didn't know what the fuck was going on at first, and then I finally realized like what was happening. I thought it was really cool because you kind of have to build Maxine up and give her some kind of like, how is she doing this, right? Like obviously we know like she's been training, but give her that little bit of edge that means that she's not just pretty face manager Maxine anymore. But I liked it. I thought it was cool.
Yeah. We do what we do. Does that sound good?
That's why we do what we do.
I'm sure I've been practicing it. That's why. Hold on. You take a sip of something. I need a little dry here. That's why we do what we do.
No, that was really good.
I wasn't sure. I'm like, this sounds good to me, but you can't hear your own voice like that. That's why we do what we do. We do what we do, and we're always doing it. This is how we do it.
You're doing that, like, in front of the mirror like all day.
I just been walking around all day yesterday, and I just we do what we do. What we do. We do it, and that's how we do it, and we'll do it some more. We'll do it later. We're doing something. We're doing what we do. Yep. I'm gonna nail it one of these days. I'll come on as Triple H, complete white face, wrinkled, back of the neck, wrinkled. I don't know what I'll do. I'll put some Play-Doh on my head or something. Shout out to you, Triple H. I'll never forget I'll give this the greatest sleaze one-liner that got me on the show is when he came on here and said we were talking about how they were going to have some big gala event or something, and he's like, Triple H is even gonna iron his head for this. I love that, ironing his head. So shout out to you, Triple H. You can use that if you want. Go ahead. It's the sleazes. So, yep. Mama Rain says hi. See, Jess? Remember when you first came on and I was telling you all about my Mama Rain's gimmick and how The Rock stole it, turned it into Mama Rhodes, started whipping him, and then even in the middle of his first promo about Mama Rhodes, he says Mama Reigns. That's because The Rock watches the Dr. Huge show. They all do. Triple H watches all the time because we do. That's what we do. We do what we do. Yes, HVAC. Yes, you're right. He walks around in circles with wrestling PJs on, practicing his impressions. How did you know? I'm telling you, he must have a camera in Huge Studios or something. But if you don't get the reference, Dabbleverse reference from Jake Hudson, none other than, very, very famous, known for walking in circles while he's on the phone. I love having people on my show that always have a moving background. It's great. Everybody loves it. Yep. Keep it up. But, I think we said it all again. We're doing it. We're killing it. So everybody out there watching in the future, audio podcast playlist. If you want to go back, just listen while you're at work and having sex and in the shower and cooking and driving, whatever you want to do. While you're doing anything in life, you should be listening to this and you should be liking it. Thank you. And go follow Jess at Jess. I'm saying, I can't see anything. By the way,
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Go follow her on the X Machine. Unbelievable. That's the only thing you're on, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on Instagram, but it's private. Right. So
yeah, I get what you're saying. Yep. I have Instagrams and link trees, and I mean, it's really all here. I got to have all this stuff for the show. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be anywhere. I don't think I would be online at all. I've been using Facebook for the show again. I remember we used to have like 500 and something people on there, and I didn't really use it that much, but we're down to 400 now. Ooh. And anytime I post something, it's like nothing happens.
Their algorithms all like wonky over there. You can't get anything. So I'm still trying. I'm pushing on. Here's a weird one for you. Kick, which we're live on right now. I check every couple of months. And I'm surprised it keeps jumping up like 10, 15, 20. I'm like, wow, okay, we'll just keep streaming there and shit's going to happen. They're not in the chat quite yet, but I'm sure we'll start getting them over there. And we are live on X and YouTube, of course. YouTube's the one. I need to get to 500 subscribers. That would be amazing. We'll do a celebration show. I'll bring on all the legends, all the most boring pro wrestlers you could ever hear from. So, yep. Thank you, Jess, for joining me again. Another
I mean, 5-star Meltzer appearance from you. And everybody else out there in the chat, shout out to you guys. Keep on fighting. Fight, fight, fight. Right? And we'll see you next time. Maybe Thursday night, possibly Saturday, 3 p.m., maybe allegedly in a boxing ring. Bye. See ya.